That's right. It's a big world. So everything that operates here is operating in unison on deception. You know, people like to tend to think that these big government organizations and media and everything is like controlling the people. It plays a role in keeping them online and what the hell they think the status quo is. Yeah, it does that. It also allows them to cope with the reality of everything that's operating here must operate off of deception. No if, and butt cheeks. He. So look, this is what I'm about to get off into. If you ever traveled around the Matrix or the city, the civilization, whatever you want to call this realm that we in, you ever notice how like every city, town, and state has its own, neighborhoods, governments, and whatever you want to call it, just people everywhere. And that's just in one little small, area, in one township. Then you got the whole goddamn state. And then you got the whole damn country. Then you got the whole world. Look at the food supply. You could go to any of these small towns, any of these large towns. You could order 100 wings if they offer that. You mean to tell me you could get 100 wings anywhere you touch down at where they provide chicken wings? You can eat burgers. This is meat products, right? It takes an animal to grow in order for it to provide food for you. The question is asked, where the fuck is they getting all these wings at? See what I'm saying? Burgers. A cow can't provide a lot of burgers, though. That's true. But the wings on the chicken, man, that's the craziest. So that goes to show you right there. That plays a role in what makes this assimilation in, perhaps. But more importantly, if you don't want to go that route, you can look at it like that. What goes to show you that there's a lot of genetic modification going on. Also, beings and things have to get created, basically like NPC, right? So if they're making NPCs out of humans, right, then the animals is too, right? It gives this place the illusion, the deception. Now, if you were sold human your whole life, you had to actually live in this place for real. Everything you did everything you've done had to be real. But at some point in your life, you discovered the NPCs, the organic portals, the other players that are non-players in this game. They don't have to live life for real. Basically, businesses out here, right? They just exist so they can take up space. Everything exists out here to take up space. Businesses, companies, and all that shit to take up space. I'm talking about the physical architecture and its existence. The underlying existence of it all is energy to extract loose. What I'm saying on top of that light level that you run into when you want to participate in this game is it takes up space, but you don't never see that. But as a souled human, you eventually see it. Like me, when I graduated high school, I instantly started to flip cars. I used to go to thrift stores and buy shit and then up the price and sell it out on the streets for a higher price. Little did I know, the Matrix was watching me. So then, guess what? They came up with a rule. You can only sell 3 cars per year. And magically, out of the clear blue sky, my life went left. Right? So then I didn't live places where I could store cars at if I went to go buy them. So now, not only do they throw a rule up, you only can buy 3 cars and sell 3 cars per year. I didn't have the ability to store cars anyway. Because that was the number one key factor in selling cars. You got to have somewhere to store them, clean them up, fix whatever need to be fixed, store them, and then get them ready to be sold. They want you, as a sold human, to participate in actually following all them dumbass rules that they come up with in the Matrix, so they can have their foot on your neck, which is your energy. They want to monitor you. Little did I know they was watching me. So everybody else started buying stuff at yard sales, and yeah, I know ain't nothing new under the sun, but they start going to thrift stores as well and upping the price on shit. Basically making it virtually impossible for me to operate. I wasn't telling nobody the game or the sauce or giving them the juice. This motherfucker was just always having cameras, and in all these NPC organic prototypes, they eyes work as cameras. So when people say don't give a fuck about what people think, I don't. But I do know you can't let them watch you. Because not only are they watching you, the demiurge is watching you through their eyes, or the Matrix is watching you through their eyes. The Watchers is able to access all their people that they genetically modified and created to watch you. So they didn't really need all these cameras, but they decided to put these cameras up later on down the line, which goes to show you that something is deteriorating in society or it's losing its grip. We don't know what's going on just yet, but it will be revealed like it always does at some point in time. This place operates off of illusion and deception. Now back to the companies. These companies just exist. You know what I'm saying? Like basically, they don't need to have business, customers. They don't need to make a certain amount of money. None of these franchises, none of these corporations need to do any of that shit. And if they going down, the government so-called bails them out. But me or you, as the sold human, we actually have to have customers. We have to have a certain amount of clientele, a certain amount of supply and demand. We have to be audited. We have to have our taxes in order. We have to be able to hire a certain amount of employees. We have to have a certain ratio of business standing to operate. And if we fail to have that, they'll come try to buy us out or shut us down or use an audit to close us out. They are, the Matrix will come at us any kind of way to like stop us from thriving and shit. But if you a Mason or something, or Freemason, or the Matrix gave you a business to operate, then you'll be doing fine. Because then you're doing what it wants you to do. And that's what it was always about to begin with. It ain't about you coming into this world and making it. Because this is not a real place. But it wants you to think that when you were so human, when you're born. So then, while you asleep thinking this shit, everybody getting over on your ass until you eventually wake up and find out. Like, God damn, this place fake. And it is. It's fake as shit. That's why you gotta jump through all these hoops and do these different things that's unnecessary. It's really unnecessary. Like, a lot of these pharmaceutical products, there's herbal remedies that they derive some of the pharmaceuticals from. But they want you to be on the pharmaceutical instead. So then you won't think to go use the herbal remedy. Now, as far as like antibiotics and probiotics, I truly believe that some of those, if not a lot of those, are synthetic. And a lot of the stuff that they fight in our body is synthetic. And sometimes it requires something synthetic to fight something synthetic. So you get a synthetic disease, you need a synthetic remedy. We seen that firsthand with the C-19 situation, right? People had to go out and go get that ivermectin shit, and that seemed to have work. Now, what was the herbal derivation of ivermectin? It's a plant called wormwood, but they made it a synthetic product in a laboratory, and they took away some of the microbiology of it and changed it around, the physiology of it, just like they did humans and these animals. So then it gets absorbed into the body differently to be able to fight whatever is in your body that's synthetic, that they made us catch out of order of chaos. They create the problem and they become the savior. That causes a lot of confusion in your life, which keeps you up under the deception and the illusion in this big world. So a lot of the times you could get caught up thinking what these motherfuckers want you to think. But if you travel, you'll see it's a lot of goddamn people around this bitch. Alright? I sound like I'm talking in circles, and I am. But look, listen. A lot of the people around you, the animals, everything is modified to serve the matrix. So everywhere you're at, you're only going to run into a little bit of sold people. You're only going to run into animals you could tell are, like, you seen dogs and stuff that you be like, man, I swear that's a human. That's how you can tell something got a soul to it. That right there is like showing you like everything that's here is modified against us being in this place. Because if it was us who was dominating and was the larger population, this place would crash. We wouldn't be sitting here having these conversations over and over and over, talking about this dumbass shit. People would just automatically have it in their heart and they will move accordingly. But if you modify something to be a Frankenstein, it's going to be on its own frequency and wavelength, and it's going to serve the machine that built it. It's so deceptive and annoying. You get pissed off when you wake up and you be like, I try to do everything right. I try to go the straight and narrow, and then you end up finding out these assholes, these suckers over here, they wasn't doing shit. They don't even know nothing. The Matrix just give them shit so they can be better than you. They give them, the Matrix gives these dumb motherfuckers shit so they can be better than you. Off top. They don't gotta be smart or nothing. Know anything. And then all these little sayings and shit get tossed out into the world. It's not about what you know, it's who you know. It ain't about who you know, it's what you know. And I already told you in a few videos back, it ain't about what you know, and it ain't about who you know. It's about what you are. In this motherfucking world, in this big world, it's about what you are. Are you a hybrid? Is you one of these alien motherfuckers? Is you an NPC? Is you an organic portal? Is you a demon seed? Is you a serpent seed? Huh? Is you an Anunnakis? Is you a watcher? Huh? Is you a soul human who joined the secret societies and sold your soul to become one of them, to get trapped inside of Pandora's box so you could keep on getting reincarnated over and over and over again and trapped here? Huh? If so, that's when you allowed to have a position on the monopoly board in this matrix. That's why if you ever seen people that got a position in this place, they always be hating on motherfuckers. They don't want to like reach out and help people because they know this shit fake. They know if they help you out, they're going to lose their position because this shit fake. It's all illusion and deception. So you be thinking to yourself, if I climbed up the ladder and I see unfortunate people in a fucked up position, I'm going to help them out, man. What the fuck? Because you got a soul and you don't realize this place fake. Just like my homie said, and just like we all know, everything is inverted. It teaches us that everything is pointing up or in a positive direction. But then we end up finding out everything is pointing down, going in a negative direction. It's inverted. But what's funny is you got to go back to this part, which make it kind of confusing. It's not about who you know. It ain't about what you know. It's what you are. So even if you discover that this place is negative and you go out here being negative, the matrix might open up a little bit of opportunity for you to move around negatively, just to throw little crumbs at you, to test you, to see if you're willing to sell your soul. And if your end result is you're not going to go all in and sell your soul and compromise who you are, your morals, and go all into the dark side, then it'll cut all those motherfucker opportunities off while you sitting up here pretending to be negative and shit, like the terrorists and stuff out here. And it'll allow your ass to get in trouble. It'll allow you to get shot. It'll allow you to go to prison. It'll allow you to go to jail. It'll allow you to get set up by these suckers. Or get put on drugs and be her fucked up. You know what I mean? For a little while. It's just doing that shit to make you think, oh, okay, if I do bad, then, you know, I get good results out of that. I mean, because all the other people, they doing bad. Remember, it's not what they doing. See? It's the fact that they belong to the system. It's who they are. The system already know they stuck. They have no choice but to serve the system. So, of course you're going to see them with that nice house, that shiny car, the fake ass relationships, all that shit. It's all phony. Of course you're going to see them with that. Because that's to snag you and to pull you in. To make you think, I got to do whatever it is they doing in order to have what they have. But really, in reality, the Matrix ain't trying to let you have that at all. It's just trying to dangle a carrot in front of your face to get you to chase, put a lot of energy into this shit, and still don't get no results out of it. Because I swear for God, you could sit on your ass, do nothing, put in a lot of work, and go hard, and still meet in the middle. You'll still have what you had a couple of years ago. I'm telling you, I tested this shit out. You'll still have what you had. I can't keep a car. The Matrix always destroy them. Anything that I strive to do, people always saying, where you see yourself at in 5 years, 10 years? What kind of goals do you chase? That's the Matrix talking to you through these people. Cut these motherfuckers out of your motherfucking energy. Get away from them. These type of motherfuckers trying to irritate you. When you hear them talking, the best thing to do is to tune them out or convert what they saying, their deceptive talking, into what it really is. Hey, boy, you gonna pick more cotton? Pow. You gonna slave harder? Pow. See what I'm saying? That's what you're really hearing. Where do you see yourself in 5 years? What goals are you chasing? Where do you know, all that shit. Because these motherfuckers know that this Matrix ain't fucking with you like that and allowing you to thrive in it. So to ask you that shit is annoying as fuck. But anyway, man, this is the big world interlude. You heard?